I'm glad you could join me. Let's get started checking into our body. Flat feet, flat bottom, calm, safe body, quiet mouth, eyes on the action. Great work. Look at your schedule. We have our greetings, our calendar, our weather, our math, and then our story. Let's get started with that hello song. Hello, everyone. Hello, everyone. Hello, everyone. We're glad you came today. Hi, everyone. Let's look at our mood meter. Where are you today on that mood meter? The low energy or the high energy? Comfortable or uncomfortable space? Are you in that high energy, comfortable yellow zone where you're feeling happy or surprised or maybe a little silly? Are you in that low energy, comfortable green space where you might be feeling calm or relaxed? Are you in that low energy, uncomfortable space, the blue one, where you're feeling tired or sick or maybe a little sad? Are you in the high energy, uncomfortable red space where you're feeling frustrated or angry or nervous about something? Check in, tell someone around you. We'll wait. I'm over here in the green. I'm feeling pretty calm today. So calm that my arrow fell down. Putting it back up. So our greeting is all done. Now we're going to move on to our calendar. We know that we're in the month of June. We also know that yesterday was a Thursday, so today is a Friday, and it's the first week of June, so it is the 5th. We'll put that arrow right there for you. And then we are going to write it in our notes. Friday, Friday, June, June, 5, and the year is 2020. Great work, everyone. So our calendar is all done. We're going to move on to our weather. And I'm checking real quick what it actually says it is. It's cloudy outside, so we will put the arrow over here on cloudy. And I forgot our weather song. We're going to look out the window to see what you can see. So as I said, it's cloudy here, and it is going to be 65. So it is still feeling pretty cool here. So I will write that in our notes. It's cloudy, C-L-O-U-D-Y, 65 degrees, and cool, C-O-O-L. Great work, everyone. So our weather is all done. We're going to move on to our math game. We have 4 problems to do. We're going to roll the dice. Rolling the first one. 1, 2. I'm going to put that up here. Rolling the next one. 1, 2, 3, 4. Putting that up here. Let's count those together. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Writing that up here. And let's say that math problem together. 2 plus 4 equals 6. Great work, everyone. Rolling again. What is that? 1, 2, 3. I'll write that up there. Let me roll this one. 1, 2. Let me write that up. And let's count it together. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We'll write that on the thing. And rolling again. Oh, let's say that math problem. 3 plus 2 equals 5. Rolling again. Another 2. that 2 right here. And I'll roll this one. 1, 2, 3, 4. So I'll write that number 4 right here. Let's add them together. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Great work. Let's say that math problem. 2 plus 4 equals 6. Great work. Rolling one more time. And a number 1. Rolling this one. Another number 1. Let's count them. 1, 2. We will write that up there, and then let's say that math problem together. 1 plus 1 equals, oh, that's not a 2. Let's try again. Does that look like a 2? It does. So 1 plus 1 equals 2. Great work, everyone. When we make a mistake, we just fix it and move along. So our math is all done. We're going to move on to our story. Our story today is about a little boy who has a challenge. Let's see if you can figure out what that challenge is. My mouth is a volcano. Look at all of this coming out of his mouth. Wonder what that means. My name is Louis. People say I erupt a lot. I don't think I do. I have a lot to say, and all of my words are very important to me. When other people talk, words just pop into my head, then they slide down onto my tongue. My tummy starts to rumble, and then it starts to grumble. My words begin to wiggle, and then they begin to jiggle. My tongue pushes all my important words up against my teeth, and then I erupt. Words just explode out of my mouth. My mouth is a volcano. He says, hey guys, you guys. In class, my teacher says that when we want to say something, we are supposed to look at her, raise our hand, and wait until she calls on us. I tried that. After I waited patiently for what seemed like 62 years. My important words slid down from my head onto my tongue. My tummy started to rumble, and then it started to grumble. My words began wiggle, and then they did the jiggle. My tongue pushed all of my words, important words, into my teeth, and my volcano erupted. My teacher was less than pleased. She erupted me right back. I know what you are saying is very important to you, Louis, but since it is not an emergency, you'll have to wait until I call on you. It was my volcano's fault. At daycare, we were sitting on the rug listening to Miss Polly read us a story about planting trees. All of a sudden, I thought about the time my grandpa and I planted 6 trees in his front yard. My important words slid down from my head onto my tongue. My tummy started to rumble, and then it started to grumble. My words began to wiggle, and then they began to jiggle. My tongue pushed all of my important words into my teeth, and my volcano erupted. He said lots of things. I got a time out. It was my volcano's fault. During dinner, Mom and Dad were talking about paying the bills. Then I thought about my friend Bill. Bill can blow a bubble inside a bubble when he chews 2 pieces of bubble gum. Now that's really important. My important words about Bill slid down around my head, out of my head, onto my tongue. My tummy started to rumble, and then it started to grumble. My words began to wiggle, and then they began to jiggle. My tongue pushed all of my very important words into my teeth, and my volcano erupted. Louis, my mom said, you interrupted again. If somebody else is talking and you don't have an emergency, you have to wait your turn. But Mom, my words, they slid down from my head into my tongue. Then my tummy started to rumble. Louis, she did it again. Louis, you did it again. I got sent to my room. She said I was rude. It was my volcano's fault. The next day at school was my very important day. I had been waiting for about 126 weeks to be the star student of my class. This was my special moment. I got to share a poster with my class that had pictures of all my favorite things. I stood up in front of my class and began to tell them about the time I went fishing. Oh dear. Halfway through my story, Richard started to tell everyone about when he went deep-sea fishing in Mexico. His story must have been better than mine because everyone started to look at him. He was stealing my important words. Richard, said my teacher, you just interrupted Louis. Please wait until he is finished talking, and then he might call on you. I couldn't believe how rude that was of Richard. He interrupted me. That really made me angry. After talking about my fishing trip, I started to explain the x-ray of my broken arm. Just as I was getting to the good part, Courtney started to tell the class about what she broke, her leg. Courtney, said my teacher, you just interrupted Louis. Please wait until he is finished talking, and then he might call on you. I couldn't believe how rude that was of Courtney. She started talking right during my 15 minutes of fame. She ruined my important words. She almost stole my moment. When I got home, I told my mom about rude Richard and rude Courtney. Now you know how we feel when you interrupt us, said my mom. I never thought about that. I just got so excited and my words, they just pop into my head. Then they slide down onto my tongue. My tummy starts to rumble and then it starts to grumble. My words begin to wiggle and then they begin to jiggle. Then my tongue pushes all of my important words up against my teeth and I erupt. Words just explode out of my mouth. My mouth is a volcano. Maybe Richard and Courtney have volcanoes in their mouth too, my mom replied. I never thought about that. Well, son, the next time your important words are pushed into your teeth by your tongue, bite down hard and don't let them out. Then take a deep breath and push your words out through your nose. Then when it is your turn to talk, take a deep breath and breathe them back in your mouth. Will that work, I asked. Only if you make it work, said my mom. That night at the dinner table, my sister Sylvia was in the middle of one of her long girl stories when my important words began to slide down from my head onto my volcano started to do its thing. Just as my tongue started to push my words out through my teeth, I bit down really hard. Then I breathed my words out through my nose. As soon as my sister finished talking, I took a deep breath and back in went the words. I was amazed that they had just hung around outside my mouth and didn't float away. Then I told my story and nobody got mad at me for erupting. After that, I never erupted again. Well, except for the time Billy's bubble gum got stuck in his hair. But that was a real emergency. The end. So in this story, we talked about a little boy here who was really talkative. He loved to share information and stories and things that were important to him. So for my noun, my yellow word, I'm going to use boy. And for my orange word, I'm going to use talkative because he liked to talk. And because yesterday we used the word the for more than one, I'm going to use it for one today for my article. So the talkative boy is what I'm going to start with. So I'll put up the word boy, B-O-Y, and then I'm going to write the word talkative right here. And I'll write the word the. So it's a single person, the talkative boy. And he learned a lesson in this. So I'm going to write the word learn right here. L for his verb, his action. He learned. Learning is a very good action. He learned, and everyone was very respectful how they taught him. So I'm going to write respectfully right here. They were very kind and patient with him as best as they could. People get frustrated, but they helped him respectfully. And he didn't learn it right away, so I'm going to say through time he learned. So I'll write the word through We need a period. Thank you everyone for joining for Circle Time today. We'll see you on Monday.